Welcome back. After seeing what could very much well be the final flight of the human race, even though it ended in disaster, seeing the indomitable spirit that got us where we are today, the sense of adventure and never giving up, even in the face of failure. Although I'm not sure I'd have that same sense of calm. But seeing her slowly drift down to the many layers below, probably going to be a while before anyone we know even sees her again. But how many others are out there? How many saw that as a beacon of hope of what we can still achieve? Hopefully looked away before it crumbled. We'll have to find out. So, strap in, get a drink. Let's see a bit more of what's left in this world. Is she trying to measure something or shimmy along a... well, looks like a shimmy along a pipe? I love the constant creak. Just immediately leaves her. What is it that she was unable to do here? Oh. It was actually just move along. And she's inching her way across, whereas someone is a little more lax, carefree, running over it. Would you really trust her to move at such a speed on flat ground, let alone this kind of pipe? And what is the infrastructure of this world? I see health and safety isn't exactly high on the priority before it all went to shit. Although I think properly there would be better walkways than just the pipe. I think the kind of carefree attitude that she exudes in all of this has, as we've seen in previous episodes, helped quite a few overcome their own issues. And I think you kind of need that outlook. Take it too seriously and you'd lose your mind. I'm surprised that Ghost Last Story is one of those shows where I've known about it for quite a long time. I started watching anime when I started my channel, and it was not too long after that, I think, is when I added this to the list of stuff I wanted to watch. So I'm glad I finally got it getting around to it. This direction. So if they've had to leave the vehicle behind, if they make it to the food production thing, they'll have to then get back across the pipe. Is she going to pick her up? It would make things easier. But yeah, she lives for food. I mean, the pipe itself has enough room for her to walk around her. So it's not exactly immediate life or death. I think a little safety rope is probably a good idea, though. Yeah, she's been perfect ever since coming into this place. Now there's the safety rope. Exactly. If she's going down... Better than having no option, I guess. Unfortunately, if you're telling her, if I fall, you fall the other side, she's going to, you've fallen. I'll fall as well. When is she not? Well, let's hurry up and get to that ration production facility. Oh, just what you want to see on a massive pipe. Some loose screws. There are some massive bolts. Just trust in what she was saying. You'll know it when you see it. A sense of direction is probably needed down here. At least they've got a bit of light. Imagine trying to go this route when it hits nightfall. You can't exactly camp out on the pipes. Well, there goes the... Yeah. What? It kept showing the sky, so I was like, okay, cool, we've got time. No. No. Didn't keep track of where they came from. Perfect. When you've got no real destination, you can never be lost. But right now, they're looking for food. Can you find at least some more stable ground? Slightly harder to pull off than the original way of saving themselves. I feel like they're definitely going to stumble across some problems. What was that creek? Well, she's now being dosed with a healthy amount of radiation. Quick, fall off the other side. And the interior of the pipe reveals... It was hollow with lighting. Okay, yeah, this is probably what she meant by you'd know when you see it. The arrows kind of give it away. Probably you should have said to them, go inside the pipe. Yeah, now they can just ignore the fact that they're still suspended horridly off the floor. Yeah. At least they've got an easy way back to their ride. Do we trust the arrows? You see, even with her fear of heights, shouldn't it have abated a little, considering she's no longer over that, what seemed to be some bottomless pit? Some relatively solid ground. They don't have to worry about rolling over now. It is massive. I wonder what it was used for. Considering the gears, I'm guessing a transportation tunnel. If life itself had those kind of arrows telling you what next step to take, how many would actually listen? A little adventure and exploration. No. Yeah. How about they split up? You go your dark and scary pipe route, and she'll follow the arrows. Yeah, after they've had some lunch, then they can take some risks. Cooking. Is it cooking, or is it just heating stuff in water, like with the potatoes they had before? That doesn't seem much of an entrance, more like an impromptu shaft down. At least now there's more of a cubical corridor rather than the pipes. A hydroponics area? Are they alive? They actually grow off the vine like that? Oh, fair enough. I thought it was a pouch or something filled with potato. But now they know that they've got a... It's not really a farm if there's only one. Can they find a way? And it wasn't her welding? Yeah. Can they take some seeds or some of the plant back to try and grow? Sometimes the arrows in life lead to a massive slide. A bit of a hard landing, and I felt that one actually. Hopefully not a compressor. Don't put your arms or legs in anything you don't know how it works. Don't press any buttons. I see she comes from this Prometheus school of running away from things. I see you're in mortal peril. This is kind of amusing. Why colour code it in reverse. Just tell her the potato's in my bag. If I go, that goes. She could have just went sideways. Why is it her that lets her know of the obvious path out of danger? I guess she goes for the path of least resistance. More running or just jump sideways? Is it the powder for the potato? Sort of tingly. Almost illegal sort of powder. And then can you reform? Completely unnecessary, but well, can we just mix this powder with some water? Yeah, mash. And there's not as much as I thought there would be, considering the massive tanks and storage we saw. I guess red means danger. That could be how they did that. Then again, I'm not used to industrial machinery. Maybe it is colour-coded that way. Satan. How sweet is this one? What kind of other powders are they going to find? I guess that's only how her memory works. There's an ingredients list. What else do they need? Potato powder, sugar. She can read? I guess she's been learning on the journey. Is that what it... Okay. A lot of potato starch. I don't know exactly how nutritious it is, but when you're in a world like this, probably the least of your worries. That memory of bread is ingrained into her. I mean, it did say you mix the potato powder, the sugar, and the salt together, and that's the ingredients for the rations, but they didn't give you any, measurements. Was it like a 4-to-1 ratio, or we're just putting bags in, see what happens? With this kind of basin, they should be good for a while on food. As long as it, lasts. To think that we just have a break while they go needing some potato powder. At least they're enjoying it. Didn't expect it to be almost a minute long of it, though. It's got some good elasticity. Ah, now we're going to bake it. Do they need to, move anywhere else? If they've got enough stuff here, unless that was the last of all the powders, can't they just live here for a bit? It's got all the facilities they could need. Yep, 4 seconds in an oven, that's all food takes, really. Don't even let her talk, just no. Now remember, fire hot. That's all the salt. Ah. Could be worse. For their first foray into cooking like this. I wonder how long it would be if they, extract all the moisture out of the rations. I guess they don't have any way of packaging it safely. Are they going to get a little sick of sweetened potato? At least they've found themselves a good source of food for a while. And the way back isn't so treacherous. The perilous journey on top of the pipes can be avoided. But everyone that they meet, though it's only for a small while, giving them some advice, whether or not it's finding this kind of facility, or whatever it was that the camera dude said. How much more are they going to learn by the end of this? Just the idea of the constant search for sustenance, shelter, and safety in a world like this, and yet it's so charming. Oh no, they're out. I see they got a little artistic with it. I'm not sure about that one over there. There's Kanazawa. Is she... So, her artistic style isn't that bad, actually, when it comes to food, at least, as a medium. Just don't give her any valuable resources, like paper. I do love the world, as I said, of this show and their journeys through it. Whether it's dangerous or not, well, of course it's dangerous. We saw their plight of just trying to get across a facility. Granted, they're not great at spotting obvious paths. While their immediate danger was abated by structural instability falling down through the pipe into the walkway beneath, Cool, they've now found their way in. Good to see none of the other pipes were as rusted away or weak as that. They got rid of their rope as soon as they were inside and found a little bit of comfort and safety in that. I've known people to have the same meal every day for years and not get tired of it. Sit me in front of my computer and let me watch YouTube or something and I'd probably be okay with it as well, just mindlessly eating the same thing. But a little variety once in a while is nice. I wonder, now that they've got all of the ration bars that they made, are they going to forget about the potato that was left in a bag and it's going to start sprouting? It would be nice to see a little bit of agriculture being brought back to this world. Not sure I'd trust those two to really do it, though. But the fact that each of them they've met along their journey has shaped them in various ways. Usually being that kind of idea of advancing, regaining what was once left and trying to move out and do something, whether or not it's to see if the city just over the water is just in as much of a rough place. I'd be quite interested to read that journal of hers to see what has been put into it now, and also the camera. What sort of evidence they're leaving behind. Now, I personally don't have a fear of heights, more of a fear of the sharp stop once you start falling. But I think that's kind of universal, is it not? But even though I'm not terribly afraid, I would definitely think twice about walking across some of those pipes. Doesn't exactly fill me with confidence, those. And I know that several people in the comments have said, I can look at the camera to figure out the time and how long they've been journeying and from place to place. Having a kind of documented trail in that, and where we as the audience can actually see, oh, okay, they've been going down this tunnel for a day, a week, months. Oh no. But seeing a passage of time like that, where it's not just episode to episode, we are seeing their lives play out, and how close they're getting to demise with lack of food. Just one extra detail to this show which can easily be missed, and I think if I wasn't told, I wouldn't be looking for it. So I'm glad that we can just be along for the ride, or go in for a little something more deep. Just now I know the immediate risk of starvation is abated for them. Still got a journey back. But what future factories or events are they going to come across? They don't have a distinct destination anymore, so they can get as lost as they like. But I want to see it, and hopefully you do as well. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know. If I entertained you, leave a like down below, maybe even a comment on the video, or subscribe to the channel. But definitely for now, get yourselves a bit of rest, because I really hope to see you for the next one. With maybe more than just potato and sugar. If you'd want to be my lifeline, whether or not we be dangling high above a chasm, consider joining onto my Patreon, because there's no fear of death, just loss of dignity with watching more anime. So if you would like to join me, and those that are Sao, Guado, Kite, Ruben Filamawa, Wolfie Sensei, and everyone else, I would be more than grateful. I really can't say just how much each and every one of you have saved me so far.